We are live. We're live from the world famous Fadeaway Barbershop, 3400 South Jones, Suite 21. And this is the Cloth Talk Show. I am BI Services, aka Bird the Barber. Now let me see this guy right here. Yeah, man. We out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. On this nice sunny morning. A lot of things going on. What's going on?
Good
What's going
morning.
on?
Bird Money.
Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself.
Hey, man, it's Lauren the Barber back at it, man. You know, one of my favorite times of the week, the 9:30 a.m. every Tuesday, where we get to talk about the relevant things in life. And Lauren the Barber, right at it, Fadeaway LV, man. Yes, sir, we not.
You going to the is a barber show coming up this weekend or next weekend?
This weekend, my guy, shout out, man. My man, you know, far as the people from meeting, the people that I meet, far as when I go to all these barber expos, my number one guy, Jack All Phase, man. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. First barber show this Sunday, big little barber show in Reno, Nevada, man. If you in the barber industry, you gotta be a part of this. This is the first one. He building it up. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you, if there's anybody that know how to build something, he the one. So you want to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait until it's a wave and then try to jump on the wave. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is though, it's a blessing to be a part of something at the beginning and witness the growth of it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my guy Jack Off Face. I'll be there, Reno, Nevada, this Sunday.
This for 2 days, 1 day. How many days is it?
He got a pre-party on Saturday night, and then Sunday is the day. And he had 360 Jeezy as the keynote guy there. You know everybody. If you a barber, you know 360 Jeezy. Ain't no ifs, fans or buts about it. And it's your time to meet him in person.
Okay. Well, what's happened? Gold hit 30 trillion. Gold just became the first asset in history to become a 30 trillion market cap as people move money from stocks into safer places. We've been talking about gold for a while, right? We've been talking
Mm-hmm.
about gold. You told people how to purchase the gold and all those things.
Yes, sir.
So, would you rather hold gold or crypto for the next 10 years?
Man, can I say both? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Uh,
yeah, the question is or. We
man,
both obviously we'd want both, but if you had to,
that's very interesting, man. You know, as advice, if somebody's asking me for their advice, I'm gonna have to go with gold because of their track record. You know, this is the longest lasting asset, you know, period. And it's never gonna change. You know what I mean? And as we said not too long ago, a kilogram of gold is actually neck and neck with Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? So they talk about gold in different measurements, you know, so that's why you see what the price is on the stock market, stuff like that. But actually, a kilogram of gold is neck and neck with a whole Bitcoin, you know. So I'm gonna tell you gold.
yeah, I would like to say crypto, man. I would really like to say crypto because it's growing, and I do believe in 10 years we'll be at that million mark, you know. Um, uh, but like you said, gold has already got the track record. It's the safest thing. It's safe. It's for sure. It ain't going down. It may take a pullback, but it ain't going down. Gold has risen since retirement.
And let's do
So
this bird money because we
yeah.
already started. We got to get this disclaimer. It's real
Oh
because
yeah. Do it. Do it.
the
Do it.
crowd is building up. You know what I mean? But look here, our content is presented to be used and must be used for informational purposes. So it's important to do your own research after we give you this information. Any investment decision, you want to talk to someone that is licensed to give this advice to you. And you should always do it that way. But you know, on top of that, that's what I'm saying. We just elevating. We just elevating, and we speaking from our experience. But yeah, do your own research.
Yeah, yeah. So and if you do your research, gold has increased as the time it's come out. Very, very safe investment. 300 trillion that market cap. That's crazy, huh? Because when we look at Nvidia's 4 trillion, we like, good gosh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
But the 300 trillion market cap, that's
man.
crazy. What is Bitcoin market cap? Do you know?
Man, good question. Let me check out. Let me see where.
And so and gold usually rises when the dollar weakens and or interest rates rise. Interest rates fall. If interest rates fall, gold usually goes up. If the dollar weakens, usually gold goes up. I did some research on the central banks. A lot of them are buying a lot of gold, more than they usually do right now. So, I think if I had to pick, I would pick 10 years with money in gold. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So you're looking up the.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up the market cap on crypto.com.
Okay.
There it is. Okay, 2.27 trillion.
2.2 point. Damn. Okay.
2.27.
And is that Bitcoin or is that all coins?
No, this Bitcoin. This is
Just
Bitcoin
Bitcoin
itself
by
has
itself.
2 point. So
Damn.
out. How many X is that? 2.27 trillion compared to 300 trillion.
Oh man, yeah. 10x would be 200,000. So probably about 15x.
Man, that's crazy, man. So I'm just saying. So just being responsible. You feel me? We got to take go.
Yep. Okay. Apple. You see, Apple hit an all-time high. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday.
Yeah.
But Apple iPhone 17 seeing the biggest sales surge since the pandemic, ending 2 slow years. So is Apple's success built on hype or quality? What do you think? This big surge is it built on the quality of the phone, the new earphones that they're coming out with, and things like that, or is it just because it's Apple? And Apple's what, 3 trillion, right? Apple's worth 3 point something trillion. They're not far behind Nvidia,
right?
But, So what do you think?
I think the hype outweighs the quality. I think it definitely it was born off of quality. It was born off of their disruption of sectors. That's what really made stuff blow. Just going back to that device where they took over streaming music. Made it convenient to where you didn't have to use CDs and all that type of stuff. And they just kept on going on. As far as the disruption aspect of it, but they just did the best job of branding. I don't know anybody that can compare with Apple's branding. You tell me if you think of somebody to where you just like to be cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's like people ask you like what type of iPhone you got before they even know what type of phone you got. They be like, man, you got what iPhone you got? Let me get a cord. You got a cord to this iPhone? You know what I'm saying? Want to charge their phone? Like, who did a better job in branding, man? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think Apple. No one's done better than branding than Apple. Maybe Nike. I don't know if they've done better. Maybe just as good. You know what I mean? But
that's the only other good comparison. Straight up.
Yeah. But the battery, they got a new battery going on. It's supposed to be last longer. They got the ultra slim. You said they got different colors. That the iPhone is much slimmer now. And like you said, the earphones now connects. So you can speak the Spanish. That's why I'm ready to get this 17 because it came out the other day, but my upgrade is in January, so I'm gonna get the 17, and I can't wait to get them earphones. They go hand in hand, man. To be able to listen and know what people are saying in other languages without taking the long route like you did, the hard route.
Yeah.
Day.
Yeah.
I'm taking the pill. What's the pill called? The one that messing everybody up?
Oh, the
Ozempic.
Ozempic. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah, that's the
But look, we hope
Ozempic, right?
let's hope it don't have no repercussions like that.
Yeah,
And a guy, but yeah,
yeah.
I
I hope they don't. I
do.
hope they don't. So I don't think it's really off hype. I think that by the numbers, man, like I said, they since the pandemic was 5 years ago. So for them to be selling this phone like this, um, just hype ain't gonna make you spend $2,000. So people are spending. So I think it's more on I think quality. I don't think it's hype. I think they just bought another company too. What did they buy? Didn't Apple buy another company recently?
Did
Or
they?
buy into a company? I thought they did. But they're still the leaders in the phones, right? They've been the leaders in the phones for over 10 years, over a decade. Um, OpenAI would probably have to come out with a phone or something, you know what I mean? For people to completely switch Apple brand, because like you said, it's the brand that they're going with. So I think Apple's still here to stay, man. They got all that cash, that free cash that they can buy other companies and things. Tim Cook is about to step down. Hopefully, they hire somebody else that's innovative and yeah. So I think it's quality. That was my take on it.
Yeah. Their most recent acquisition is Darwin AI, which is an image editing software company.
Oh,
Um, Pixel make Pixel Mator is going to be the name, or that's the software company's name, and so that means they coming for Nano Banana, and Gemini. You know what I mean? So they it's competition that's in the that's going on right now, man. It's a back and forth battle, man. Every 3 months we got something major, as far as the new technology, man. So it's this the time to focus for everybody, man. Make sure you stay focused and avoid the distractions.
yeah, yeah. All right. So Nvidia loses entire China market cap, 50 to 95%, from 95% to 0%. That's
Mm-hmm.
a lot, right?
Yeah.
So due to the U.S. export bans, NVIDIA can no longer sell its top AI chips to China, losing a huge part of its business.
Mm-hmm.
So can NVIDIA stay on top without China's money?
Yeah. I mean, shoot, definitely right now because China wasn't one of the biggest ones. You know what I'm saying? China wasn't. They like surviving off of just a few companies. That's a little scary right there. You know what I mean? But I definitely doubt that. Even if China come up with because they're great at copying. That's what they do. But American companies, Trump ain't gonna let that happen if American companies mess with them and they chips. You know what I'm saying? But everybody messing with, or willing to work with Nvidia. It'll be interesting to see how this play out. But yeah, I don't see nobody, man. Ain't nobody messing with Nvidia right now.
Yeah. Well, like they said, China's one of the biggest markets in the world, right?
Yeah.
They are trying to build their own chip. This is probably pushing them faster to do so. Um, I don't hurt them. I don't know what hurt means. I don't. They like they said they did it and it didn't even go down. They said that news and it didn't. The stock didn't go down.
Right. But let me say this though. Now this is interesting because I didn't know. So let me correct myself. Microsoft obviously is the biggest buyers of the Nvidia chips and their biggest investors. So that's your way of exposure to Nvidia. I mean to OpenAI. You know what I mean? So you want to
Okay.
Microsoft, but the next largest buyers in 2024 were Chinese companies ByteDance and Tencent, and they each roughly bought 230,000 chips, followed by Meta. Meta is next, and Amazon, and then Google. But wow, so their second and third biggest buyers was ByteDance and Tencent. So it has to affect something far as their cash flow for sure. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but
Because it said 95% to zero. So what you saying? You're saying China is the biggest buyer from
second,
Nvidia?
second. ByteDance and Tencent.
Oh, behind Microsoft.
Yeah, so second and third. Yeah, behind Microsoft, the second was ByteDance and Tencent. That's second and third. So that's a big chunk, But then, so now without China, all they have left is Meta, Amazon, and Google. Microsoft, um, Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, and Google. So that's four companies that's keeping them alive.
Damn.
But they big though. But they copping big though. You know what I mean? They copping real big. So 450,000 chips. 485 chips from Microsoft in the year 2024. And then next 230,000 chips was coming from ByteDance and Tencent.
So how many chips are they going to be losing? How much percentage are they going to be losing now that they're gone? Out of all the 100% of money they was making, now with China gone, how much less are they going to make? You can't find that, or you can't see that. Like,
Okay, well, let me see if it gives me a roundup, but I can type it up in here. But let me tell you this: that's 230,000 chips from ByteDance and Tencent, and then you have Meta that was buying 2,240,000 chips. And then
annually.
Huh?
Annually.
Yeah, that was in 2024. This is all is 2024.
Yeah.
2025. So they just do a comparison of a whole year, and so. I mean, if I was, let me see, because we got out of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So, I mean, I had to do that. I do the math. I don't want to do no horrible guessing. You feel me?
Well, now, yeah, because that's basically what I was doing on the question. I was just going to be guessing because I didn't have any numbers, but now you have numbers. So it's got to hurt them in some type of way. Financially, has to.
Yeah, it's going to take away that cash flow, man.
Yeah. I just like to know how much,
Yeah.
But all right, let's move on. Uber lets drivers earn cash by training AI. Uber is paying some drivers to complete small AI-related tasks, like uploading photos to help train machine learning models. Is Uber helping drivers, or is Uber helping drivers, or slowly replacing them?
Slowly replacing them. That's the whole thing of AI and self-driving vehicles. They're trying to find a way to get the drivers out the way. It just is what it is. That's what they all doing. Anytime we speak into AI, anything we doing in AI, they're learning how to replace us. You feel what I'm saying? They trying how we move and how we shake, how we think, and all that. So they're training themselves. And OpenAI tells you in the options for OpenAI, it asks you if you're okay with letting them train their AI with your information. That's why you turn that off for a security reason, not just really because you don't want to help them replace you, but it is security in that way as well. But also, you just don't want your information out there like that because a lot of people are talking personal information to OpenAI. But yeah, to answer your question, yes.
Yeah. Well, they said it started in India and then expanded to the U.S. So this was starting in India, and Uber's got they got a new part. It's called AI Solution Division. So it's a new thing that Uber's got going on, and I think this is to take their job. That's the first thing I thought when I heard about that. You're going to train AI to do exactly what I do. It's obviously going to do better than me. It's never going to get sick. It's never going to be late. It's going to stay late. It's going to work so much faster than I could work. So, it's replacing it. So what should they do? Should they ask for more money if you're going to make me do this? Or are they just going to find people that take less? Because if you're going to train this dude to be better than me, or I got to train this dude to be better than me, then I should be getting some type of increase in pay then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You got to pay. I'm training. I'm a trainer. You know.
Yeah. But I'm training AI. I might even want a little bit more. Do you think they can find just other people that would train for less?
Yeah, they need to get their lawyers together right now while they get good. You know what I'm saying? Get your money if you're gonna be replaced, get your money right now. You know what I'm saying? You are like a consultant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're consulting the AI on how to do the job. Man, I need that consultant money. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, unfortunately, a lot of Uber drivers are so reliant on that they don't have the, they don't want to fight. They don't want to go back and forth and negotiate. They feel like they're irreplaceable. If they lose that job, that's gonna, take away their lifestyle. They might be living paycheck to paycheck. We just talked to a guy. You talked to a guy the other day, right? Telling you how stressed out he was, because he was driving Uber, Lyft, and all this. He paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So if he try to start fighting with Uber, like, or any of them, and be like, man, I need to get more money, and they say, man, you know what? All that complaining, you can go. Like, it might be over with. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's the thing, like that. So it's really important, man. At the end of the day, first of all, man, always live below your means, man. It's the basics is still the basics, man. Live below your means, and it gives you some freedom. It gives you some freedom to where you don't have to just accept any offer that come on the table for you. You know what I'm saying? Know your worth, Hey, but
Yeah.
let me answer that too earlier. 30% of the chips, if any chips, are bought by China. Work by
30%.
30% were bought by China, so it's taking 30% of their income away. So that's a chunk, right?
So they will be affected. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Anybody take 30% of your annual income right now, it will affect you. It should affect. I mean, more than likely affects affects a lot of people. A lot of people, especially ones paying paycheck to paycheck and things like that.
yeah.
So somebody on EYL, they were talking about. They said that Bitcoin could go to 250,000 before the end of the year. Do you know
Yeah.
who said? You
Tommy
heard
Lee.
who said that?
His name Tommy Lee, like Tom Lee. Just
Yeah,
like Anderson Pamela Anderson Lee, like her husband, ex-husband. His name is like Tommy Lee. It's like the same thing.
yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he said it should be 250,000 before the end of the year. Do you believe that?
I mean, that's pretty. We like 74 days away from. That's pretty steep, man. That's double and some, because we're not even at 125. 124 was the all-time high, I believe. So you're talking about doubling it up, and a doubling up, it ain't like doubling up 10,000. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, type stuff. You double up with 120,000. Like, I can't see it, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't see it.
Yeah. Well, I remember when they were saying. Remember, I think Bitcoin was like at like 60 or something around this time, and they were saying it's gonna get to 100, but it already made like a surge to get to 60. And they
Yeah,
were like, "Gonna get to 100 before the end of the year." And then that bitch went backwards, I think, or something happened. But they didn't get it. But then, like the very next year, it
yeah,
went on and grabbed that 100. So maybe not this year, but I think for sure in the next 2 years, got a good chance of getting it to 250.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Sure, I could see it getting I could see it get 250 by the end of next year.
that'd be crazy.
Yeah, man. That's why it's like, man, invest, man. All them drops, man. Invest something, bro. I just gotta feel like I don't care if you putting $10 in the joint, man. You know what I'm saying? To me, the worst feeling is being on the sideline, man. Definitely when it's based off of studying. Like, we don't. I ain't talking about FOMO. So FOMO's something different. That's just like everybody else is doing it, so let me hurry up and hop on the boat before it's gone. No, if I did all of my research and I know that this is a good asset, stuff like that, like I gotta buy the dips, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying too, like we talked about last time, put your whole wad up in that joint. You know what I'm saying? Put a little something up in that joint, man, so you can say, I got some benefit off of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they make it pretty easy these days too, right? You can buy it off Cash App.
Yeah,
That's real easy. But some of
yeah,
these other ones like Kraken and stuff, you do got to put your information and things like that. And then they make it much harder when you go to like Charles Schwab and stuff like that. But it's very educational.
yeah,
It's a good education to learn how to buy stocks, how to sell stocks, how to learn what percentages are, how to look them up and see what they did the last year or so. It's very very exciting when you learn what's going on. It's the same thing as people that bet on games and stuff. I really think they should be betting on these stocks.
100.
You know what I mean? Like they do all that research and that on that. They could be doing on these biggest companies in the world. You know, it's slower money, but it's probably more for sure money if you investing in good places.
But let me tell you, since we're touching on that, man, if you're an entrepreneur, this is what you need to be paying attention to, because we're paying attention to the top dogs and how they run their business, how they're moving. It ain't no better people to learn from than the people that's completely dominating the game. We're talking about global. They running the world. You know what I'm saying? This is global economic, macroeconomics. They showing you how business is done. So if you're an entrepreneur, you need to be studying all aspects of the stock market, because this is the transparency of how businesses is ran. You know, that's it.
Yeah. All right. So Amazon's web service AWS had a global outage. Amazon's web service AWS went down worldwide, shutting off apps like Snapchat. You still got Snapchat?
Nope. I got it. I don't never use it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, apps like Snapchat, Netflix, Reddit, Fortnite, Coinbase. You got any money on Coinbase? Anything on
Yeah, I do.
that you do?
Yeah, I do. Yep,
So
I
you
got
got it on Coinbase and what else? That's it?
crypto.com.
Oh, crypto.com.
Yep,
Why you
yep.
split them up?
Well, I started with Coinbase, you know, and I got my old XRP up in there to where I bought it at like 55 cents,
Good
you know,
Lord.
and you know, I be liking to see that big percentage. Like, you know what I said, I ain't want to mix it up. I be liking to see how many X's I'm up, even if it's a little bit. So that's just something personal for me, you know what I'm saying? And but I bought some other stuff from Coinbase, and why did I same thing, same reason, because if I got the same crypto over here winning heavy in crypto.com, like I don't be want to mess up my exes. You feel what I'm saying? And I do it like this too. If I'm just trying to get a little quick lick, like if I double up, I'm pulling everything out, I'm gonna do it over here at Coinbase. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of stuff I'm doing to mix it up.
Okay, yeah. So like I said, shut down Snapchat, Netflix, Reddit, Fortnite, Coinbase, and even airline and banking systems. So if
Mhm.
AWS goes down again, could it cause an even bigger financial crisis? Did you even feel the effect of that yesterday? I didn't know anything.
I nope. I ain't feel the effect, man. I just seen a warning on an app that I use, but it was just like, nah, I wasn't affected to where, unless it didn't mention open AI. You know, sometimes when I go to talk to my AI, it'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm having problems with conversations right now. I can't talk to you right now. I'll try back later. It ever do that to you?
When I'm on what, the phone?
Like when you actually talking to the uh the chat GPT.
Yeah. What are you saying? When I'm
Like,
talking to what?
I'm sorry, I'm having problems right now. I can't talk to you.
Oh, I don't know if it said that. I know that the internet connection messes up sometimes, but I don't know. Not a lot that I can remember, but maybe it has. I talked to talked to that thing all damn day.
Yeah.
For so long now, I
I,
don't even know. But nothing I can remember saying that.
yeah, I don't know why it'd be doing me like that, man. But yeah, that's the only thing. So maybe but they didn't mention chat GPT, so I don't think that I had those problems, you know.
Well, AWS powers over 1/3 of all cloud websites and app worldwide. Um, it said businesses lost millions for just a few minutes being out. Good gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I'm sorry, not a few minutes. It was a few hours. They said it was 3 hours and some change.
uh-huh.
Um, yeah, and so like they said, the crash exposes how much dependent that big tech is. These big tech companies are dependent on the internet like that, or internet stability, like to keep it going. A few hours you go out and you lose millions. Man, that means you
Mm-hmm.
got a lot of dependent on the internet stability. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if people should start trying to start their own servers.
Yeah,
Instead of
it's
getting
other,
on Amazon and
other
stuff like that.
stuff. It's other
Uh,
companies. It's other companies that you know. I mean, um, that had that cloud service. But look, let me hear. I got to use this restroom real quick, man. Like I said, when I work out, I do a whole lot of drinking of water, and it's necessary. But let me mention this since you brought up Reddit. I looked up the other day because I was blessed with the Oklo, OKLO, and that joint 7X on me. You know what I'm saying? And I think the prime reason was too because Sam Altman sit on the board. You know, it's an energy stock, and AI needs energy, and that's why it blew up one for one. But Sam Altman, the owner of OpenAI, the most important company right now, other than Nvidia, sit on the board. So Altman also sits on the board of Reddit. He has an agreement. So I looked up like who is he all connected to? He has agreement of data that's licensed for the use of content in ChatGPT with Reddit, and he also is he used to be a investor in the Reddit, and he's a member of the board of the IPO when it went out to be public. So yeah, that's real. But I'll be right back. Yep.
okay. All right. Okay. Yep. Yep. Well, you know, we got that NBA season coming up, but also Bitcoin. I was looking at Bitcoin. They're at 110 right now. Bitcoin's at 110, high off of what, 125. Where high at? Let me see. Yeah, man. A lot of these cryptos are still down. What up with you, man?
Oh, no problem. Hey, how much are your haircuts? Like if I just want a buzz cut.
Well, those are our prices right there. But yeah. Do you usually go somewhere? Is there somewhere that you usually go?
I just moved out here.
Oh, from Cali?
Yeah.
What part?
Bakersfield.
Oh, Bakersfield? Yeah. I did. Yep. I was in Bakersfield for a little while. Tehachapi and all that.
Okay.
Yep. We open though. We're not gonna be open for like another 45 minutes though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure.
Where you at? You just going around?
Yeah, I was looking for something like kind of close that was cheap.
Yeah. Let me see.
I'm back at it. Now. My guy gone, man, but it's all good, man. It's all good.
All right. Okay. Yeah. We had a customer.
Okay.
Yeah, his car was stuck right here. But
Okay.
anyway, yeah. We were going over the crypto though, man, and we're talking about good cryptos to invest in right now. You know, a lot of these cryptos are down right now, so that's what we're. But I had another topic though. Apple, they outbidded ESPN for those for that F1 race, for the streaming rights. That's the one that come down here in Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So that started in 2026. So how long before you think Apple starts streaming the NBA?
Man, I mean, I don't see why they would wait, you know? I
Yeah.
mean, that's shoot, they might mess around and do it right now. Why not? They got the service. Right now they already okay, no, but they don't have no agreement. They have agreement with NBA?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, they I can't say I'm sure they're gonna go for it because they're trying to compete with Netflix, and Netflix has the NFL, So
Yeah.
uh,
Netflix got the NFL. Prime, Amazon Prime got the NFL.
no, okay. So Netflix got the NFL too?
Uh,
Or Netflix
well, they
got
had a game on
getting by,
Netflix. Remember, for
huh?
Christmas or something. Remember, they had Christmas or something. They had a football game on Netflix.
Okay, yeah.
So they got some type of rights. But every Thursday, it's the that's on Amazon.
Okay.
And then Monday night is on ESPN still.
Okay. So that's what it is. It's like, they beefing with, they're competing with Netflix and Prime, so like you got to look at the moves they're making, and the next biggest sport is basketball, so I'm sure that they all are shooting bids at NBA right now. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, I think they will. They said the deal's over $150 million a year the deal is worth up $150 million per year that they're buying it for. I don't even watch movies on Apple Plus. Do you watch anything on Apple Plus?
Man, no, I remember we did like a trial period, and then next didn't know it. I forgot to cancel it, man. That's why we got to have them alarms set on our phone to cancel, right? But Netflix, amen to Netflix, man, because they actually did email me a week before saying that the trial was about to end. Like, you know,
They hooked you up, let you
but
know.
that's unusual. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no, yeah.
Yeah,
They ain't trying to let you know that.
exactly. So, yeah, but that and Apple got me. It was like I kept seeing Apple hit my card, and I'm like, man, I'm like, what is this? Because it don't even say Apple TV. It just say Apple. You know what I mean? And yeah, but the credit beautiful thing with credit cards and even with the companies too. But they'll take that stuff right up off of there. You know what I mean? So that's what they did. And but no, I never even watched nothing on Apple TV.
You called down to Apple and told them what? I ain't been looking at this. It's just been on there. Who'd you talk to get that removed?
I said I talked to Apple. Yeah, I called Apple, and I was like, I don't. Dang, did I call my credit card company? I called my I called my credit card company. That's what I did. I called my credit card company. I said, I don't know what this charge is.
Oh, you didn't know what it was?
No, I didn't even know
Yeah, and
what
then
it
they
was.
told you what it was.
Yeah, because my girl got it for some reason. She got the
Yeah.
charge.
Yeah, because like you said, it just say Apple, so you don't know what it is.
Yeah,
You don't
exactly.
know if she doing whatever, but then when she didn't know what it was, you like, hold on, I don't know what it is.
Exactly, yeah. And they took everything up off of there, but no, I never used Apple TV to watch anything that I can recall.
Yeah, but if they do get some sports, man, they can make a little extra. They can make a little extra by having people pay for a little extra more for the Apple TV because, like you said, well, they're gonna pay because people will pay for it now. If you got the
Mm-hmm.
NBA games coming on there, the NFL games or something, people will more pay. Because how much was it a month?
Like $9.99.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's not,
Mm-hmm.
if you get some sports, you getting the Monday night, Thursday night games and stuff like that for $10. You're not really tripping. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I think they should get the NBA. They got enough money and stuff like that, but shit, the NBA just sold their rights, right? They just sold them from TNT. The ESPN buy them. Who bought them? Amazon. Amazon bought them, right? Somebody bought the NBA.
Sure, you know better than me, man. That's your.
Yeah. Somebody bought them, but yeah, I would wonder. Oh, NBAC is coming back on too. NBA on NBC. That's coming back.
Oh
Michael
yeah.
Jordan is one of the announcers and all that. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. All right. So, okay. So, Nvidia, Microsoft, BlackRock, AI joined a 40 billion data center deal. Biggest names in tech teamed up to buy and align data centers in $40 billion deal, the largest data center purchase ever. Are these companies building the next version of the internet? Is that what they're trying to do?
Yeah. Um, I want to give the comparison too of crypto, man. That's why it's important that we need to. That's what it's about because look how Bitcoin is operated. You know, you have to have those those centers in order to mine Bitcoin. You know, you got centers that mine Bitcoin. You have, it takes a lot of energy to run those. You feel what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And yeah, it's all technology. That's what Bitcoin is. It's technology. You know, and but yeah, the new internet, we could compare it to that. That definitely what it is. Everything's gonna be operating just like you said you mentioned crypto earlier, man. That the whole system of Bitcoin, I mean, the whole monetary system is changing to the blockchain on 22nd of November. Coming up soon. That's why we invested in all of the coins that's tapped in. We mentioned that last week. Make sure that you look up ISO 20022 in that system, and every coin that connects to that. And but yeah, that's what it is, man. Yeah, the technology is changing, and we gotta stay tapped in.
Yeah, they said the data centers are supposed to power all AI things, all the way from the ChatGPT to the driving cars. Elon Musk is in with his XAI. He joined. He joined the group to go against, I guess, to compete with OpenAI and Google.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
He's
It's
teaming
big.
up with them, baby.
Oh
The
yeah.
Marvels is coming.
That's what he on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know them two right there. He feel betrayed. He like I dropped you 40 M's when you didn't have it. When you needed it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You came to me, you talking about, oh, you just invested 40 M's. Why you tripping? Like, you ain't say that when you needed 40
But
M's.
what's the lesson though? You can't blame people. What's the lesson? He didn't have
Uh-huh.
his paperwork right? Or we
Yeah,
don't know yet. 'Cause
yeah,
you said he's suing him. You said he's still suing him, right?
yeah. He's suing them, but I think it was more of a just like a cool deal though. I'm gonna have to do some more research, but to where it's not that easy to just get his money and get this over with is because the paperwork wasn't right. It was more
Yeah.
of
So
a
that's the lesson. That's the
yeah.
lesson in all this, right?
So yeah, business is business, man. Thing got
You
to be
have the
done
paperwork
right.
right, man. You have
Yeah,
the paperwork right, especially when you're dealing with that type of money. And it's probably nothing to him, but it's still
yeah,
something. And with that type of company, paperwork got to be right. And you would think of a person like Elon Musk, when he did do paperwork, that he would have had the best paperwork.
yeah,
You know what I mean? The best lawyer to make up the best paperwork. Team of lawyers, team of
yeah.
AI with the lawyers. To make
Right.
sure that when he's giving money like this away, that he will be able to see endless profits when it comes down to it for a company like this. You know.
Right.
So, and then BlackRock's involved, so it shows big money is moving towards the AI infrastructure. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Because
BlackRock.
BlackRock is what? That's a bank, right?
They're a investment firm. They make all
Oh, okay. Yeah,
these
yeah.
ETFs. They like that's really what they known for people like us.
For
We're
what?
they make all of these top ETFs, and
Oh,
they're big in the crypto AI. They taught us.
I and QQQ and all that. They
Yeah,
made all those.
no, QQQ is Invesco.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
Invesco.
I seen those. Yeah.
Yeah, but they got lately the crypto ETFs is they're big in that, and they
Yeah.
actually taught a class at InvestFest, which I wasn't able to get in because the room only fit 300 people. I sat in line for like 30 minutes, couldn't get in, but it was on how to self-direct your uh retirement using their ETFs, and their main topic was the artificial intelligence and the crypto, how to and to add that, and I did that. I took their advice and I put a crypto ETF and ordering for my crypto ETF to add to my Roth IRA, and then when it had this big old drop when Trump announced 100% tariff on China, it picked it up. You know what I mean? So I got in right on time. 10%. I put an order in 10% from the all time high, man. Remember that. Always catch the drawback.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
The dip, the pullback, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Come to the section, what we call it. We come to the part in the show where the elephant in the room. We need an elephant in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Elephant in the room. Your boy, LeBron James.
Uh-huh.
This starts his 22nd NBA season this year.
I thought it was
Last year, yeah,
23rd. It's not.
22nd, man.
Oh,
22nd.
okay.
Why you
Why they
trying to
talk
give him
about
more?
23rd all the time? Because they're trying
Why
to
you,
match it up with his jersey number. But okay. All right.
yeah. 22nd
Mm.
season. He averaged 25.7 rebounds, 8 assists, nearly at 40 years old last year. So, do you think that this is LeBron James' final season? Or will he wait for Bryce?
I mean, it's so close to Drake being in there. I don't see why he wouldn't just wait one more year. And so I would say, yeah, You know, the only thing is that bothers me is that LeBron is repeatedly getting hurt as of the end of the season and during the playoffs last year and till now. He still hasn't even played a game. He had 3-4 weeks off, right? And
Yeah.
this season. So, you know, that's the only thing. So it's like, can you last? Unfortunately, and that's to sound crazy when you're talking about Superman. You know what I'm saying? Can't last until he get there. But I think his mind is there. Yeah, he definitely want to. Like you know, he pushed for greatness. He one of them. You know what I mean? So he ain't got that in him to where he not gonna try to dominate. You know, do something that's great. So
Yeah.
the other son,
He's
yeah,
he's averaging 25, and that's the most at his age by any player ever.
yeah. Yeah, let's look at them.
uh,
But man, people forgot about that though at the end. You know what I'm saying? For folks so ready for this man to break down, man, they can't wait. It's some people that can't wait till he quit and break down and stuff like that. But they forgot about before Lucas came, even the game after the announcement that Lucas was coming to the Lakers. That game,
Luca, man, who the hell is Lucas? You sound like
well, Luca, whatever.
Luca Doncic, man. Luca, like Luke. You know, Luke.
Yeah, Luke
Yeah,
Skywalker,
Luca.
man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But check this out. He scored like 35 that game. The game after the announcement with Luca on the sideline watching him. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? But as soon as Luca get on there and he's a team player, he let Luca do his thing, you know what I'm saying? But he did get hurt at a growing, what's his name? And people act like it's over with. Like, man, people they so easy to forget. That's a life lesson. Remember that, man.
yeah.
They forget about you real quick, man. Just stay tapped in. You don't need these people. Don't trust in these people, man. Folks, human psychology, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the same people that praise you one day, they'll they'll hop on board the next day and give up on you, man. So you stay tapped in with God and yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Believe in God, believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? And the people that's supposed to be with you, they're gonna be with you. People that's not, I believe in non-resistance. Non-resistance, man. I'm gonna let God filter who's supposed to be with me and who not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I do not think this will be his final season. LeBron James is in control of his own legacy right now,
Mm.
and yeah, he gonna wait for Bryce, man. He likes to set that bar high, high,
Yeah,
high, high, high.
right,
Right now, he got the 40,000. He's still putting more points on you. You never
man.
gonna catch that. You know what I
Never.
mean? You have to start. You have to do what he did, and
Yeah,
that's that's hard to do. Very
yeah,
very. No one's ever done it, and that's
yeah,
basically 21 years of just pure balling. From the
man.
time you come in 20 plus points to the time to now. With barely any injury. Look, Wembanyama just came in. They talking about he's supposed to be the greatest. He just was out last season, basically
Man.
80% of the season. It's hard to sustain what LeBron James did. And so I
Right.
think that they're taking a lot of him off. That's why they say he's injured now. He probably is a little injured, obviously, right? He's worn down. You can say anything's worn down off him, and it's not
Mm.
going to come back. It's not. He's been playing for 22 seasons.
Right.
So I think he's going to learn. He's going to do this year. He's going to pace himself, try to win, but also he might get traded as well. I think
Mm-hmm.
that he might get traded to the Cavaliers or Golden State. I think those are the two destinations that he would sign up for. And yeah, waiting for Bryce though. Yeah, I think he is waiting for Bryce. I think he would like to play with his other son to set the bar even higher. You trying to play with your son so you can play with two of your sons. He likes to set that bar high. And this is
Yeah.
it. This is the grand finale. He goes home and has to deal with his family after this. And I mean, everybody, not saying it's hard to deal with your family, but when you have done this for so long with the wife controlling the house and stuff like that, when you come in, it's a whole dynamic, a new dynamic and all that. It will be over for him. So I think he's going to try to continue to go to practice, be a teammate, and for as long as he can. So I do think this is not his last year. I think he for sure will come back next year. Now, next year might be his last year. He's made over $533 million in contracts.
Mm.
Over $500 million he's made in NBA contracts. So yeah, I don't believe that this is last year. Nope, not me.
Yeah, man.
And also, what do you think about Bryce? I mean, not Bryce. Bronny. You think Bronny's gonna have a better season than last year?
I think so. I think he gets better, for sure. I seen him improve from a kid till now, and yeah, he keeps escalating. He got it in him, but he got to do it his own way. You know what I mean? And he got to just continue to focus on development and not try to compete with his dad because, like you just said, that's like unbelievable. It's like you can't compete with it. You got to make your own lane. That lane is gone. And to tell the truth, Brian, he didn't even try to go for the point. Then he was playing team ball, and by default, he got to these points. You feel what I'm saying? He could have been at 60,000 points right now if was his main focus. You know what I mean? So, but he gets better though, man. He gets better. I've seen the development in him from a kid till now, and he's gonna keep on developing.
Well, him and Stephen A. Smith become friends. Did you see what Stephen A. Smith said about him? Oh man,
Recently,
yeah,
what?
yeah, man. He's on Carmelo Anthony. He was saying that the dude was two-faced, and he's tried to do all kinds of things behind the scenes that nobody knows about, and basically he wanted nothing to do with him. He'll never be his friend. Nothing. He don't like him at all. He was going off. You got to watch it, man. I'm probably missing out some parts on it, but
Yeah,
he's
man.
really upset.
On the tear right now, man. That
Yeah.
dang Stephen A. Smith, man.
But I believe they will become friends again. I mean, well, somewhat friends. I think
We can't use that word.
no one likes to see the top of the top, two black men at the top of their genre, and they fighting and they feuding. You know what I mean? It ain't good for us. It's good to make up. Ain't nobody hurt. Ain't nobody touched. Ain't nobody owe nobody money. You know what I'm saying? It's retrievable. Y'all can come back from this. It's just egos are hurt at this point. That's all it is.
What's the level? What's the levels of friendship, man? In your opinion, man, what's the levels of friendship?
I guess it's family, friends, and associates. I would say your family. They your family. If you've been, I got friends that are family. I've been knowing them since I was a kid. Those are my family. I would do just as much as I could for them, for my family. You know what I mean? And my family, my brothers and sisters. And then you got your friends. Your good friends, your people you talk to, people you're around. And then you just got your associates, people you got to be around. So I think it's 3 levels. What you think?
Right. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because some friends do become family, but I think that it's a middle part right there that we gotta put another name on. Because friendship means that, like, I enjoy being around you. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy, all of that come with it, to where I bring you in. I'm like, this for life. You know what I'm saying? But I like what TD Jakes has said in his book called Destiny. He might have mentioned it in Instincts too, but where he says you have 3 levels. You have a comrade that's against what you're against. That's how y'all come together to fight the enemy. And then you have the person that's they're for what you're for. He puts a name on that. And but these relationships can end as soon as you accomplish the goal. You beat the enemy, or y'all can reach a level of what y'all both for. You know what I'm saying? They can come to an end. But then you have your confidant, to where it don't matter if you're right, you're wrong, whatever, up and down, whatever. We locked in for life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can trust you with my secrets. You can trust me with your secrets. You know what I'm saying? We just want to make sure that this relationship lasts. You know what I'm saying? And it's healthy and stuff like that. So I want that middle one. Look up the name, but them three that TD Jakes had brought
That's
up.
the black dude, the big black dude, bald-headed black dude.
Yeah, TD Jakes, the pastor.
He's a preacher, right?
Preacher, yeah. He just stepped down, man. He just stepped down the other day. He had a heart attack on stage. But man, he got some great books, and the one Instinct and Destiny. I done read a bunch of his books, listen to him, audio book. But those 2 right there are definitely they pillars of how I move. You know what I mean? And but yeah, that it's real, but I think they'll get together for the because they're for the betterment of black people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's far as it go. You know what I'm saying? They'll rock it out just for that, but they're not confidants. You know what I'm saying? They're not never gonna get to that level of confidence. You know what I'm saying? To where they just real friends and they want to be, work together and make sure that the relationships stay healthy because it's a symbiotic relationship. No, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that's it, man. That was it. That's the Cloth Talk Show. We put financial literacy with the barbering and hopefully give you ideas where to put your money, where it can grow, and understand that money, if you just hold it in your pocket and in your safe, it depreciates. You want to put it in places where it appreciates. And so we try to jog your mind and jog your thought process to want to invest your money in things. So what you got to say?
Man, and just to piggyback off what you said, in those areas, artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency, don't let everything else fool you, man. Tap in, be hyper focused in those two, and then let everything grow from them areas. You feel me? Because that's the way the world going. And if you want to be a part of the movement of the world and a person that dominate that or add on to the growth of the world, which we all have a purpose to do, is to add on to the world. You know what I mean? Them the two areas you need to focus in, man. Trust me, and invest in them areas, and you're gonna watch your money skyrocket. I'm a witness. I ain't just talking about it, man. I'm getting it. You know what I'm saying?
And the verses is only 10 songs. They switch it up because they're doing a new way. The Complex owns it now and all that, so it's only 10 songs. So, what do you got the score? Because we did 20.
Dang,
it's this Saturday. It's this.
You know what? They probably narrowed that thing down because No Limit can't. They can't last with them songs with Cash Money, man. But 10 songs is really better. That's really better, and it's gonna be close because of that. It's gonna be close, man. Man, whoo, I don't even know now. With 10, I can't lie to you, man, because it's just about who you like.
Remember, Master P and them ain't made music since the early 2000s.
But they got 10
ain't got
bangers.
nothing coming.
They got
from
10
the early 2000s.
So this is the factor, though. Is it a group thing? Does Cash Money do all they songs?
They got everything, all the way from Nicki Minaj all down to Juvenile. They got it all. They can bring it all.
They can use singles. They can use singles like a Nicki Minaj song that she the only one on there.
And she's the only one on there. Yeah, why wouldn't they be able to do that?
Okay, no, I'm just saying, like, because if it's Cash Money, it's like maybe it got to be
like one or two people in there. No, I mean, it's all new rules because, like I told you, Complex bought it now, so
yeah,
it could be different now. We're gonna see, but I don't. Okay. Before, you can, Bone and Thug and them came up. They didn't have to. They had a song where what was it, Busy Bone, or one of them was on the song Mo Thugs with Biggie.
Oh, okay.
Performed this one song, one verse on there.
Well, I mean, if it's like that, man, then I mean, Cash Money, Wayne will take out everybody, man. Wayne and Juvie, bro. Wayne and Juvie, and shoot, Baby done got on some features or some bangers, man. You know what I'm saying? But Wayne and Juvie take out everybody, man. That just is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I got 7-3. I go 7-3.
7-3. Yeah, I mean, it had to be like that. It had to be like 7-3. Shoot, maybe 6-4. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it just what the work that Wayne did and Juvie, man, like and they styles just killed them. It was original styles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because Master P got into a lot of mimicking people and stuff too. He wanted them. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? He even brought a dude that sounded exactly like Tupac one time. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about Master P did that?
Yeah, he did. Yep, there was a dude.
I remember they had a dude called the Realist.
Huh?
It's called the Realist. It was a dude that sounded like one that sounded like Tupac, and then there was another dude that sounded kind of like Snoop. But the Realist was the one that sounded like Tupac.
Yeah, yep. And he took the whole style, looked like him, everything. Yeah. He Rick Rossed him. he Rick Ross as far as the style. The original Rick Ross didn't rap, but you feel what I'm saying? Like yeah.
But all right. Anything else?
That's it, and that's all, man. And shout out to Wayne. If y'all ain't heard it before, Wayne is a version of Tupac. That's the closest dude to Tupac, a person that made everybody not only listen to his music and mimic his music style, his look. Everybody took the look, everything about him, they mimicked. Ain't nobody else did it like that, to where they just mimicked every single thing about this man. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Wayne, he the other Tupac type of guy. He Tupac the industry. So straight up.
Yep. All right. Well, peace. See y'all next week.
Peace out. One.